Good morning, GBS. We are in Psalm 62, and the title of today's message is God over money and over people. Proverbs 31. Psalm 62. This is a song that David wrote for the music leader. Only God can save me. I will be patient as I wait for God to help me. He's the only one who can make me safe. He alone is the strong rock where I can hide and be safe. With Him, nothing will make me fall. I think what I'm learning about patience is just practice. I'm practicing in areas of weakness. And over time, I get stronger and I get better to the point that whatever that little thing was that irked me or gave me anxiety, it don't bother me anymore. So I've learned that patience is really just practice. So I'm practicing with anticipation of waiting for God. And it's not so hard. If I look at the things that I have to do daily in my practice, it's not that hard. How long will you all continue to attack me? I am just one man and you want to kill me? You want to knock me down like a weak wall or fence that's falling down? You only want to push me off my high place. You love to tell lies to deceive people. When you say words to bless people, you're cursing them in your thoughts. Selah. He alone. He alone. Meaning God is the only place you can go and run and hide for safety. You can't go to your mama house. You can't go to your best friend because your ex was crazy and y'all was fighting and all of that stuff and you had to get away from him and break free and move to California and find a husband and get married and have kids. God alone. I mean, at the end of the day, that old crazy ex-boyfriend could have found my friend's house. He could have found me. But God was the one who was protecting me. He alone. That's a pause and praise. I must be patient as I wait for God to help me. He's the only one that I can trust for help. He alone is the strong rock where I can hide and be safe. With Him, nothing will make me fall. So you doing this to me, you hating on me, you're my enemy because you're trying to push me off of my high place. But guess what? God ordained that spot for me. He enthroned me. So it's nothing you can do about my success because it came from God. No amount of degrees or doctrines or anything, life experiences can get you to the place where I am because God gave me this position. And God knows your thoughts. My prayers are pure. When I pray for people, it's coming from a good place. I'm honest with my prayers, but God knows your thoughts. You say, okay, I'm gonna pray for you, but you really judging them. You really saying, well, if they do this, then they ain't got to be in that spot in the first place. I'm guilty. I think we're all guilty of that. But God knows our heart, and then if we do stuff like that, like David's talking about, we repent. And we come to God correct with a pure heart, especially if we're interceding in prayer for somebody. It is God who has kept me safe, and He has made me great. He is the strong place where I can hide and be safe. Yes, my friends, you should always trust in God. Tell Him about all the troubles in your thoughts. God is our safe place to hide. Selah. So I just got to be patient and wait for God. But the cool thing is, with Him, nothing will make me fall. Now, there's a difference between jumping into situations, even jumping blindly. But falling is usually something unexpected. So like the coronavirus, many have fallen because of the coronavirus. It was not expected. They lost their jobs, they lost their benefits, they lost their houses, they lost everything. But if my security and my safe net is God, Not even that can shake me or make me fall. In fact, God chose to bless me during a pandemic. Only God can do stuff like that. People are only as light as a breath. Whoever they are not important. If you try to weigh them all together, they weigh less than a breath of air. So once again, it's God who made me great. It's God who made me successful. It's God who blessed me during a pandemic. And it's cool because I get to trust Him, not just with my conversations. Like I'm saying this in confidence and then somebody go run off and tell your business. No, I can trust God with my thoughts. Now, come on now. Y'all know y'all be thinking some things. But you can trust God with it. And even when I think some things that's fleshy, I talk to God and I ask Him to change that in me. I don't want that ugly part of me. Destroy it. Kill that part of my flesh. Kill that thought. Destroy it. Don't let it ever come back, because I don't ever want to be a representation of you with unpure thoughts. David understands that God can choose to do what He wants to do with people. They are not important so that they can stand against God. All people need to trust God to save them because of His special love. They are not able to save themselves. Now, if we thought this way about people, and I mean all people, they are nothing but a breath of air. Like, you don't even see nothing. You don't smell nothing. Good, because I brushed my teeth. But that's what people are. And if we looked at everybody like this, they will have no power over us. Our bosses, our presidents, our politicians, our pastors, everybody in a leadership position, even the influencers that you watch on IG. If we saw it this way, that it's really, they're nothing. We're nothing. We're just a puff of air. They will hold no weight over our life and over our decisions because they're not supposed to. Our trust is in God, not in man. Do not cheat people or rob them to get money. That will not give you anything that you can trust to help you. Even if you become very rich, do not think it's important. That's self-explanatory. I really ain't got nothing to say about that. That's I'm gonna say less on that part. So cheating people and robbing people and even being rich is not important. You can't trust it. It won't get you anywhere. Which is crazy because our world that we live in teaches us completely opposite. Get as much money as you can. Dominate the world like Pinky in the Brain. Money is success. Money is happiness. Money is everything. Money is the biggest trick of the devil since the beginning of time. Before it was money, it was food or cattle or same value. But people fell for that trap and they got nothing. So let this be a warning to us. As God chooses us to bless us, it's to bless other people. It's not for us to get rich and famous and attach our whole life to it, to what we have. That's not God's intentions for blessing us. His intentions are for us to bless others. He's saying if you do this, if you cheat people, if you rob people, it ain't gonna get you anywhere. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. It especially ain't gonna get you into heaven. I have heard God speak His truth once, no, twice. God has great strength, and also, Lord, you have a special love. You pay back to everybody what they should get for the things that they have done. The things that we've done. So if we're getting paid back for the things that we've done, what are we doing? Are we cheating? Are we stealing? Are we robbing people? Because it's payback, one way or the other. Either living hell on earth, always looking over your shoulder, who trying to rob you because you robbed somebody else. Or if you think you can get away with it on a bigger level, Trump. Payback is your eternity. God knows your heart. You know how many so-called Christians, don't he consider himself a Christian? You know how many people believe that they gonna get into heaven? But God knows your heart. He know you ripping off people and robbing people left and right and raping women and doing all of this for the sake of money because money is power to you. He know that money is your God. Payback. So that sums up our message today. Is God over money? And is God over people? People carry no weight if our trust is in God. Be blessed.
God over money, man, that's all I know. That's all I know. Know the God from me, and that's all I want. That's all I want.